Hey YouTube, Fabled and today we are talking about a deck that I love. That's what my YouTube name is named after, if you want to know. Fabled. I've done deck lists on before, but this is my newest build in real life on the computer. It's like fun shit, but this is like the most competitive one I have. Um, right now I'm not playing Quasar only because I don't have a Quasar. Well, playing Teach Albert Cannon as a tech, alright. I'll proxy it in if I'm not playing like a locals tournament. But if I am, I'm gonna have to play Teach Albert Cannon, and it sucks. But if I end with it and they don't have like, it's good either way. It's still 4,000 beat stick. So let's just get into it. I'll talk about the changes I'll make later. 3 Chawa. By the way, it's Chaos build. 3 Chawa main discard. Special summon engine. You discard Fabled from your hand. Summon Chawa, it's a level 1 tuner, and it's probably one of the best cards in the main deck. Then we have 3 Grimro, which is the Rhoda of the deck for Fables. Grabs any Fable from your deck as long as you control one. Is it send or discard? Send this card from your hand to the grave. Send itself, and you get a Fable from your deck to the hand. That's good. By the way, it's 41 cards. 2 Ganashia, only need 2 since I'm learning. When you run Snipe Hunter, you only need 2. If you run 3, you're always going to draw Snipe Hunter and Ganashia, and it's terrible. 3 Cerebral, when you discard this in Ganashia, it instantly goes into level 5, and Cerebral is probably the best tuner to discard. 2 Cruise, it can be a dead draw, that's why I only run 2. And also, if you get on the first turn, it's a dead draw because you usually won't have a Fabled in your hand at the time. You probably have to manipulate your grave to have one to be able to use it, which gets annoying because you have to work around this one card. But in every other situation, it's great. Amazing card. Next, 1 Kushano. You don't need 2. 2 is Cloggy, and this card gets back to the grave. What it does is you discard 1 Fabled from your hand to the grave to add this back to your hand. It's a good discard engine, but it also instantly goes back to the grave in one way or another. Alright? So you only need 1. 1 Raven, which was secret. It's great. It discards the whole hand. It's pretty much card destruction without the draw, and the downside of maybe having your opponent play Dark Worlds game 1. But this gets at more attack points and more levels, so you can instantly get a high synchro for that. 1 Sulkius, it's my little tech. I like the card just because you can get it out instantly when it's in the grave, and you send cards that are dead like Dandy, if you have play level leader, Kushano, all those cards. 1 Dandy, I am getting rid of this card as soon as I get level leader, but I don't have level leader at this moment, so I'm playing Dandy. Just to be able to get your level 1 tokens. Chaos Sorcerer, it is a Chaos build. I need BLS desperately. I don't have an extra one. I'm playing the other one in Chaos Dragons. That's when it's most needed. Chaos Sorcerer works good in the deck because you definitely need Chaos Sorcerer in the deck. You don't need BLS, but Chaos Sorcerer, you go bring out Cerebral. Somehow you discard Cerebral, bring it out, and you get a Valkyrie. Use its effect, or use Chawa. Chawa Cerebral, go fucking either Valkyrie if you have Cerebral, Stardust if you have Cerebral, Scrap Dragon if you have Cerebral, Thunderbolt if you have Cerebral, or if you have Chawa, either Nuke or Black Rose or Age Shaker Wyvern. Next, 2 Doppel Warriors. Now, if you didn't know, I have people that always argue with me on DN or even in real life because they're new to the game. Fables do not special summon themselves from the hand. They hit the grave and they special summon just like Dark Worlds. Okay, so Doppelwarrior, great in the deck, and it works. 1 Sangan, because you actually always normal summon this and you get Cerebral out and then go for a level 5 like Harbor Librarian, and search and keep your combos going. It actually goes pretty consistently. 2 Snipe Hunter, Dark. You get to discard. It's like the Brio. It's like the very watered down Brio Onic. except without the big loops with his deck. I miss Brionic so much in this deck because he used to loops the fuck out of people. 2 Phantom Sky Blaster. Gonna take this out when Torghast get reprinted again so I can get them for cheap. And with this, you go normal summon, you get a token. You go Chawa and Cruise, get 2 Chawas out. Go Hyper Librarian and Raging, and it keeps good plays going. But with Tour Guide, you go Tour Guide, you summon Tour Guide, you go Kushana, get Leviathan Dragon detached to Kushana, or you can go Zen Mains if you want, or you play your preference, or even Leviator to get my Ganashias back. Whatever you want to play, but you can only play 1 rank 3, so be wary of that. Tour Guide works a lot better than Phantom Sky Blaster. And you don't have to run like Night Sailor or Night Tour Bus. You can just run 2 Tour Guides. Morphing Jar. People are going to say Dark Worlds are out. But truthfully, I don't see much Dark Worlds. And if I do, I won't even play this game 1. I might set it, and they might do shit. But I'm not too scared, actually. I usually can play better than Dark World players anyways. They usually only bad players play the deck. And if there is a good player that plays it, it's going to be a nice game. It's going to be close. Fuck. I don't even know if this is talking. Okay. 1 card destruction. Now, card destruction, great card. Of course, Dark Worlds is gonna kill me if I play this card, but side it out, whatever. By the time you activate this, you'll know what they're playing. 1 for 1, just to get your Chawas out. It's good when you send Dandy, then go Shawa, and then get a formula out. That's always great. Alert for the draw power since you're playing darks, and a nice number of darks. Magical Stone. People are gonna say don't run it, but it's a good tech. You discard, you neg 2 cards on your hand, which is it's not even a neg, because if you discard Sagana and Sorbo or something like that, you're instantly going +3 because you're getting a spell in your hand, 2 cards in the field, and Synchro Summon. You get more cards in your hand. Avarice, if I could play 2, I would definitely play 2. Of course, limited, so fuck. Recycles everything, draws 2 cards afterwards. You usually at least get 5 in your hand, at least. Okay, you never get 4 or lower. You usually get 5 if you get a combo. Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Born, and the 1 MST. Alright, that's pretty standard right there. Alright, now for the traps, 3 Reckless Greed for the draw power, and Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, and Mirror Force Protection. These are the only trap cards you need. Reckless Greed, of course, for the draw power, the Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, and Solemn Warning for the protection. Those are the only types of protection you need. And you get these trap cards very quickly, because there's a lot of trap power in this deck. And Reckless Greed, by the way, don't use it on your opponent's turn. I know people are saying like, oh, it's great if you use it on your opponent's turn. Only use it if they're playing Heavy Stormer or MST on that Reckless Greed. Okay, only do that. That's the only time you should activate it during your opponent's turn. Okay, so extra deck, put that around. 1 formula, obviously. You can get it. If you can make it, then it's great. Draw 1, and it's also a tuner. 1 Kudabi, so it can't be destroyed by anything, so that's always great. Unicore for the control. Unicore, if you have a Solemn Warning set onto the field, they either have to stop their combo, or with Unicore, they have to overextend, and they'll definitely hit your number of cards, because you usually have like 2, 1, or 0 cards in your hand by the end. When you have this at the end phase, when you have this on their turn, you usually have 2, 1, or 0 cards in your hand, and usually you'll be able to get they put their hand down to that much, and then it screws them all up because they can't use counter traps, they can't use normal spell. Like, they might think. By the way, guys, if you have 1 card in your hand, if my opponent has 1 card in their hand, and I have 0, and I have Unicore out, and they go Dark Hole, that Dark Hole is not going to activate because it has to leave the hand first before it activates. So then we both have 0, and then the effect's negated, so they can't do it. And I always have people asking. And this also negates counter traps too. Even though people are like, oh no, you can't negate it. It's not negating the it's not negating the effect of it when it activates. It's negating the activation itself when before it even comes out. So just so you know. 2 Raging. Raging, main draw power of the deck, because it easily comes out, and And if you have 0 cards in your hand, draw 2. If you have 1 card in your hand, draw 1. If you have 2 or more cards in your hand, it doesn't do anything, don't even bring it out. Don't bother unless you have Hyper Librarian on the field. Or if you want to go for Shooting Quasar or Teachable Cannon. Hyper Librarian, obviously. By the way, guys, ruling here. I'm going to explain rulings when I show cards. Ruling, if you have a Hyper Librarian on the field, some region, you have 0 cards in hand. What happens first is you draw from region first, and then you drop Hyper Librarian. Okay, so you draw 3 cards instead of 2. When I went to YCS Atlanta last year, actually no, it was like in February. Like February 20th, I think it was, like somewhere around that time. I had someone ask, and I had 2 people ask me, and they had to get a judge, and it took a while, and just to figure out that it was the same ruling both times. Iron Chain, player preference here. I just like it because I'm not playing Dark Wolves or Chaos Dragons. It hurts the decks. And if I was running Brio, if you could run Brio, you take this shit out of your deck and then play Brio. Brio was the only good level 6 that I could see, but now I have to run shitty cards like Iron Chain, Gaia, Warrior Dragon. It doesn't do anything. At least before, if Brio was gone when Xyz were just getting good, it weren't even that good yet. They had like Utopia, Roach, Leviathan. Didn't have that much. And then you had doesn't Torag get? I forgot. It looks like the Torag come out. Oh yeah, no, they did have Torag. Never mind. I kept thinking it was like sometime in Zex Open though. But no. They weren't even that good yet, so you could play Orient. So instead of Brio. But now we have to run shit cards like just big beat sticks. Instinct Wyvern for the OTK. The old OTK was 2 Radiants and an Instinct Wyvern. Now it's Quasar. Go figure. Black Rose for the nuke. Stardust for the staple 8-star. Thought Ruler for the optional staple. Scrap Dragon for the other staple that always goes in no matter what. If you can play a Synchro, then this is what goes in. Stardust first staple. Second staple. Optional staple. If you see what I'm going with that. Valkyris needs to be put in this deck. By the way, I'm going to take that Thought Ruler later on. I'm going to take that Thought Ruler for Leviathan Dragon, take that Fudabi for Mistworm. I can get my hands on him. Valkyris, it keeps your combos going because it's like, if I have Kushano and Rage on the field, I'm like, and some type of Fiend in my hand, I'm like, oh crap, I can't do anything else. I sink, go Valkyris, discard that Fiend, get a card, and it's usually a Fabled that I can use Kushano to use its effect. I'm like, yes, I get the win. Or it's like a Cerberus, and I go, okay, yay, Leviathan, great card, done with. Because when you get destroyed, you get 3 Fables from your grave to the hand, and you get a combo next turn. Or it's a big 3000 beat stick that they can't get over. But when they do get over, it screws them over. And then Teachable Cannon just because you don't have this Quasar, and it's still good. It's a 4000 beat stick, and you hit. It's good. I mean, if they Dark Hole, oh, they would have Dark Holed anything else anyways. But at least they can't get over by battle or something like that. So that's the deck, guys. I'm not going to show the side deck because the side deck's not finished. I am going to show you my tokens, my little Reaper tokens. I love these Reaper tokens. They're sexy as hell. They're hairy balls. They're so nice. Okay, so yeah, that's the deck. Hope you like it. I love it. It's my favorite deck ever. Really, it was my first actually competitive deck that actually won me locals and stuff. And actually got me pretty far in the side events in YCSs and regionals. So yeah. Alright, thank you guys. Alright. Comment, rate, subscribe, and don't forget to like for the hairy balls. Alright. Thank you guys. Bye.